And this tornado hit almost to the day 1 year after that EF3 killed a man in Seneca. And even tonight, the community there still trying to process what happened.
Fox Carolina's Brookley Cromer live at a local church there where they held a service tonight just for that community for healing. And I'll tell you, Brookley, I'm just glad we didn't see anything like we saw a year ago there in Seneca.
That's right, Cody. I know a lot of people here in Seneca are thankful for that. But earlier tonight, we drove around Seneca just wanting to get an aftermath from the last year's tornado that hit here in Seneca. Now, here behind me, you can see this house still under construction, still a lot of that damage very apparent. The street we're on, homes are still being rebuilt, debris still scattered around, and some homes completely abandoned. We were on the ground last April, just hours after an EF3 tornado ripped through Seneca, tearing down trees, ripping through homes, and tragically claiming one life. Our drone captured this footage the morning after the storm hit in April 2020, showing the destruction left behind. It's something this community had never experienced. And 1 year later, they're still picking up the pieces.
In the middle of all this, God's watching us, God's taking care of us, and God has a way of making beautiful things come from messes.
On the eve of the 1 year anniversary, the pastor of Seneca Baptist Church says they're celebrating their blessings.
I think first it shows me how great our community is, that we're coming together to remember, coming together to celebrate, coming together to just be with one another.
The church among dozens of properties hit during last year's storm. Pastor Perry says they've repaired the damage, including the steeple torn down by the wind, but some still rebuilding.
Our neighborhood has just been this long, slow journey of recovery. We're at a year and we're nearly complete with repairs and renovations.
And they're not alone. Many streets still show the devastation, but they're making progress and looking forward to better days ahead.
The tornado kind of happened at the beginning of COVID, and now we're kind of like emerging out of it, and so to like actually be together in a meaningful way is pretty special.
Now, the pastor over at Seneca Baptist Church tells me they had about $800,000 worth of damage, including to that steeple I mentioned in my story. Now, we'll have another live update here in Seneca coming up at 11. Back to you.